turn here with Christine. We are on our way to a test drive. So I'm looking forward to seeing your thoughts. If you just wanted to provide any pre-information, what you're thinking, what your thoughts are, what you're looking for, yeah.
Oh, I just can't wait to see the difference between driving this and driving the Y. I'm excited to see what it can do.
So we'll let you know what the reviews are, and we'll have a breakdown afterwards as well. Talk to you soon.
Autopilot on here.
I think I tapped down twice on this.
On here?
Yep.
Oh. Yeah. And then to speed up. No?
No. How do you like it so far?
So far, so good.
You like the feel? Do you feel that it's, I guess, a better build? Like, do you like being higher up?
I like being higher up, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I like the roof. Look at that. What do you think?
Oh, I like it. I like being in the passenger seat so far. It feels. I like all the cameras and what they could see as well. Feels good.
Mm-hmm. Am I supposed to be turning?
Going on the highway. How'd that feel?
So good.
Did it feel faster?
Yep.
Did she tell you what this one was, or?
No. It seems weird to look over to the side, though, instead of having it in front, like.
Anything else?
I think so. I should have written there.
Doing navigate on autopilot. Seeing the other truck.
In 2 kilometers, take exit 31 on the right onto St. Albert Trail.
I think you might need to indicate. Nope, it's doing it. It's confirm the following. Change to follow route. Turn the signal gear or stalk to confirm. Like that?
Mm-hmm.
charge down there.
Really?
Yeah. Do you have yours? There it goes.
Nice.
Now take exit 31 on the right.
So now it's just going back to autopilot.
Oh, because that's as far as we
100
navigated?
meters, turn left onto St. Albert Trail.
Stopped for a bit. I'm just gonna hop in the back quick. But it's a dual motor Model Y. Might have to get a different color, but yeah, this is looking pretty nice. And just wanted to check out the back seat. To the Tesla location, please.
Yes, sir.
No, there's a lot of space back here. My feet. A lot of space back here.
Does that middle console thing fold down?
Let me check. Yes, it does. Couple cup holders. Yeah. A lot of room. More room than yours, that's for sure.
Yeah.
It's a good use of space, though. Very good use of space. You got some chargers. Yeah.
Drive southeast on Ray Gibbon Drive for 4.2 kilometers.
Get my seatbelts on. Yeah.
Roomy back there? Lots enough room for a car seat?
Yeah. Or car seat and more, like, man. And I had the front seat in a comfortable position. But it's even raised up a little bit so you can get your feet like nicely under and stretchy.
Yeah.
But yeah. Couple charge points. You can see the
Any
cup holders.
back there?
Well,
Down there?
in the seat.
Yeah.
Not down.
Besides that, no, not down there. Like
No.
yours.
Nope. In the door, they got a couple speakers and obviously some storage here. I like the button with the car door, so you could just push it. It's good to.
To get out, you mean?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So much easier. Pulling something.
To TC16. Now take exit 25 on.
Model Y. Just look at the back. It's pretty deep. Watch this.
Storage underneath?
Yeah, there is.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And then you can move the other one too. You can move both of them, it looks like. This. Mm-hmm.
say just like this, it would be the same amount of space as mine?
Yeah. That's pretty deep under here.
Yeah, it is.
And I think you can do something like... So that made that go down. Makes that go down. That's pretty nice. Look how big
Still
that
more
is.
room in yours, I think.
Think so?
Yeah. Why? It's wider.
Wider. Yeah, it is. More or less.
You want to go back up?
Thank you.
This must come down now. Maybe not.
Yeah, but I think everything's automated. So I believe it's in here. I thought there was a way to open the glove box. Glove box. There you go.
Way smaller than yours.
Yeah.
But still, there's so much room in here. Like, look at this. Oh, I thought there was more. But still, under here.
But what did you think about this?
Love it.
In the charge pad? No, one thing you didn't look at.
What?
Where is it? Entertainment.
Oh, man.
Look at all these
Cat
games.
Quest and everything.
Fallout Shelter, Star Review, Backgammon, Cuphead, Beach Buggy, chess. What more could you ask for?
Sold.
I don't know what these are.
You would find out quickly, I'm sure. Steering wheel control. Don't play a game of chess right now.
Why not?
We have no time.
Cuphead. See? Tutorials. This would all come if I upgraded mine.
Ooh.
That's sarcasm, ladies and gentlemen. That is sarcasm. Checking out the Frunk. Bigger, smaller, same.
I think it's a bit bigger. Like yours is wider, but is not as deep for as much space.
So now, after experiencing that, what do you feel of this?
It's definitely lower, so that's a big difference. I guess I'm so used to driving this that I know it better, but...
Do you still think that one's faster?
Yeah, a little bit. I liked being up higher, but I still think this car is cooler. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like this is like a sexy, sexy car.
Totally.
And that's a Mommobile.
Yeah, a little bit like that. Yeah, a little bit.
They're both good though.
They are. They're both really good.
Okay, yeah. I look forward to discussing this with you.
Me too.
Okay, so this is the Model Y review. What were your overall thoughts on it?
Overall, I loved how zippy it was.
Zippy, you mean fast?
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
Nimble.
yeah. Nimble.
Did I take the
Speedy.
words out of your mouth?
Yeah, so. I liked how sturdy it was too. Like, it really felt solid. I liked the braking seemed to be like stronger than yours. You know, it slowed down quicker, and I liked that it came to the complete stop at the intersection, where yours is on like more of a
Creep mode.
Creep.
Yeah.
Because can yours do that?
Yeah,
Stop?
you can change it.
Oh.
Change it to creep mode on or off.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, I like that feature. I liked how high up it was, and I love the roof, like the
All
panorama
glass roof.
view. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, it felt really good. Felt good to be up high. I like the room. I like the way the steering wheel felt, and yeah, it was just hard. It was harder getting used to like the display where yours has like you can see how fast you're going, and it'll give you that flashing on the screen right in front of you, where the Y was just like right beside.
Yeah, the screen was over.
So you kind of had to pay attention to what was going on the screen more so. But yeah, it was good.
Out of 10.
Oh, like 9.5. I don't even know. I don't know what I could ever even say what was wrong with it. Like, it was beautiful.
So very close to a 10.
Yeah,
I would say.
10 out of 10, sure. It's great.
Space. You went in the back seat. What'd you think?
Yeah, so again, I think like especially in the front, yours feels like more like roomier, wide out, spread wide out.
Front. Are you talking about the front seat or the frunk?
The front seat.
Okay.
Yeah, the front seat. Well, like when you're sitting in it, like obviously the Y has you up a little bit higher, but in yours, I feel like it's roomier around you.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the way. Felt like the seat is up a little bit higher in the Y, and so it felt a little more comfortable to me that way. But yeah, I sat in the back again, same thing, you're up a little bit higher, so I like that extra leg room. And but yours is wider, obviously.
Yeah, the Model S is wider, a little bit wider.
Yeah.
What about the back, the trunk?
Yeah. So I think that the space, like just when you first open the hatch, it seems like, not too much more space than there would be in my Ford Escape. But then when you lift up that bottom, you can put so much more stuff in there. So I think that there's a lot more space. It's nice and roomy, enough, I think, for a good family trip, especially with the frunk space, because that nice extra space there, you can haul a lot of stuff in there too.
Yeah. What about in comparison to yours, your current Ford Escape?
Yeah.
Not would you move over, because obviously we have a Tesla, but what would you like? Do you think it's just better in terms of space? Is better in terms of comfort driving? What?
Yeah, I think like all around, I guess you get so used to driving something. Like I'm more used to driving yours, so there's a few things like putting the autopilot on that just comes naturally that you just have to get used to, right? Figuring out how the little things work. But I mean, the Y is like 1,000 times better than my car. It feels better structurally. It's easier to drive. It makes me feel way more confident. So overall, I mean, I know it's a way better vehicle in my mind. And now that I've driven one, it's like so much better.
Yeah. I was impressed with the build quality. It actually felt very sturdy, meaning firm in terms of the handles. I like the button to open the door. I specifically like that. Yes, to get in and out. The handles are different. So as I was saying, I like the door, the button to get out of the vehicle. I like that. There wasn't any fumbling. It wasn't pulling anything, and you worry about people yanking on it because sometimes you're getting out of the vehicle quickly. It was literally you push a button, it ejects, and you go about your way. Even when it opens, even when you put your thumb in to pull the handle out, it triggers the door, and then you can just go about your business. I like that it's not people wrenching on the doors, because even the Model S, when you pull on it, yeah, different people pull on different times, but there's been times where I've pulled on it and it might have pulled a little bit too hard on the gear, just for the Model S. But I think they've corrected that with all the new handles that they've made for it. They've had like
All
3 or 4
replacements.
generations. I think I've had 3 or 4 replacements for those. I also I liked sitting up that high, but even the footwells in the front of the vehicle, they felt very, very deep and comfortable. Like you could stretch out, even in the back seat. There's one point in the video you'll see I stretched my feet underneath the vehicle, and I'm in the back seat. I stretched my feet underneath the front seat. And typical seats, so this is a small thing that the engineers must have worked on, but they would, when you typically stretch your feet, you would hit the back of the seat. But they angled this one a little bit lower so your feet can stretch underneath, and the angle that you would be doesn't impede the seat. And so something as small as that, I have a feeling they considered that.
Yeah, I mean, even then, if you think that there's enough space under there for your feet, you can use that, like, especially if you're a kid, for the like storage and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, putting your toys and trinkets underneath there if you need to, right?
Yeah. So one thing I did was I sat in the front seat and I moved it back so I was comfortable in the front seat, and then I went to the back seat and I was still comfortable. I'm 5'10", but still, for someone that's 6 foot, I don't think is going to feel uncomfortable in that space, because it's a good use of space. Yeah. And then you obviously have the storage in the back.
Okay, another thing that I really liked is the console, like how much space there is in the console at the front.
Yes.
Lots of space. I liked the charging pads for the iPhones. You can just put your iPhone down and it'll charge, so I really like that. But I liked really liked the console space. We did check the glove box. The glove box it's not nearly as spacious as the Model S glove box, which really doesn't matter because there's tons of console space where you don't have console space in your car. So we liked how the middle console in the back folded down so the kids could have, their drinks in their cup holders beside them. So that would be, that's a plus for sure. Yeah. What else? You said there was charging back there.
In the back trunk, I think I recorded it, but when you open the initial part, it's very deep. So you have a lot of storage in there, so you could put charging, but even the next tier up, you can remove that and you have a little bit more storage in terms of depth. But I like how flat it was once you put the covers back on. And charging, you obviously could put down there, but there's so much space. And the charging you're probably going to use more frequently. So the charging I'd probably store in the space by the wheel well.
You mean your cord?
Yeah, the charging cords.
Oh, okay.
That's where I would probably store them, just because of frequency of use.
Yeah. Yeah, I was talking about plugins in the back for kids and their devices.
Okay.
You said?
Yeah, there was... I forget what USB they are now, but I think they have the quick Thunderbolt, one of the smaller chargings for the USBs they have in the second seat, but they have a lot of that stuff. They did a very good job on the Model Y, in my opinion. For the usage, right? It's the utility of the vehicle, because even compared to your Ford Escape that you have, the usage, the space usage, and even the better handling, all that stuff is better in the Y in comparison. And so I think I was trying to find reasons why this is selling so much. To be honest, it's not that I didn't think it was a good vehicle. Obviously, I think Tesla makes good vehicles.
Yeah.
But I wanted to see if it was that much better. I've sat in the Model 3, haven't test drove it, but I know how whippy the cars could be. So I knew the Model 3 would be good. to compare in that market. But the Model Y, once again, it's a new market. And so that's why Tesla is attracting a lot of people to those vehicles. So that's very good to see.
But think like we've driven your S now for years, so we're used to driving a Tesla. So for somebody who's only used to, like me, who's used to driving a Ford Escape, getting into a vehicle like that that's never experienced actually driving an electric car with all that technology, like then your mind would be blown. Like if I had never experienced driving your car before, I mean, I always signed right there.
So now you're saying our Tesla is keeping you out of getting another Tesla immediately.
Okay, it's keeping it from blowing my mind and driving it, doing the test drive of the Y.
Yeah. I obviously they updated the system, so they have the Netflix, all that stuff in there. But the screen is very snappy. You can tell they upgraded those drivers, so everything's a little bit faster. I think they're doing a great job. This is a great hit in the market that vehicle is in. Obviously, I look forward to seeing the Cybertruck, but this is a great position that Tesla has put the Model Y in to get a lot of people into that vehicle. I could see people with, let's say, 4 kids, right? And some of them are a little bit older, and then you have 2 that you're going to be keeping. Like the older ones are moving on. I could see people moving from a van, right? Because they got that extra space, right? Because they would probably want, let's just say the six or 7 seat X, but let's just say they have a van, right? To deal with all that stuff, hockey equipment, multiple kids. Well, if they have a family they're going to a family of 4 and the older kids are moving on, I could see a lot of people moving into the Model Y because of the flexibility, because of the space, because of the dynamics. And so I think Tesla did a very, very good job. I was surprised. I see why the amount of people are buying it. And now what are we in? We're in end of April. And 2021, and I could see a lot of people getting the Model Y once things open up and this sickness is over, or once people start to get into other people's vehicles and they see it, and they said at the store, actually, they said Tesla is such a close-knit community that one person has a Tesla and then the spouse gets one, or they know my uncle has one, or somebody has one and they've been in one, now they want to try it for themselves. And so once people start opening up and seeing other people's vehicles and they get other people in them, I could see the demand for the Model Y increasing quite significantly, quicker than I think a lot of people are expecting. I was reading an article and they said the Model Y it was one market in the US. And they said the Model Y is actually increasing. Oh, it was California. California, the Model Y is selling quicker than the Model 3. And it was very interesting because some people would be surprised at that. But when you get into the car, you see the build quality, you're higher up. Some people want that specifically. It is going to hit in those markets. And I think that's why and obviously the price point. It's priced appropriately in those markets, and when they get their new factory open, I think the price is going to go down, and they're going to get that up to speed, and they're going to sell a lot of those still. Yeah. Because remember, this came out last year, 2020. The Model Y started mid-year, I think, last 2020.
Wow.
So think about that.
A lot of them on the road, even in Edmonton.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot on the road. And there's going to be a lot more, and that opened in the middle of all the chaos that was going on. So, yeah.
Amazing.
Anything else you want to add?
We're just super excited to have the Edmonton Service Center open up. It's great to have it, and it's great that we can take test drives in Edmonton now.
Yeah. If you have any comments, feel free to comment on this. Any questions you'd like to ask, we can respond to those. But thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed this journey with us, and we look forward to more. Cheers.